Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, I just finished reading this book, Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. And let me tell you, it's like she crawled into my brain and spilled all my deepest thoughts and insecurities onto the page. Seriously, it's scary how relatable it is. Anyway, it got me thinking about all the messy, confusing, and amazing things that come with love, friendship, and just figuring out life in your 20s. So I wanted to break down some of the biggest takeaways from the book and, share some of my own experiences along the way. Okay, first up, friendship. Let's dive into why it's so incredibly important. Can we all just agree that female friendships are like the most powerful force on the planet? I mean, seriously, there's nothing quite like the bond between women who truly understand and support each other. Seriously. Dolly talks about how important it is to have those ride or die friends who get you, support you, and won't judge you, even when you're being a hot mess. These are the friends who see you through every high and low, and I'm so lucky to have that in my life. It's such a blessing to have people who are always there for you, no matter what. I mean, I've had the same best friends since forever, and they've seen me at my absolute worst and best sometimes. We've grown up together, shared countless memories, and been there for each other through every milestone. We've shared clothes, secrets, relationship advice that's probably terrible. You name it, these are the moments that build a lifetime of trust and love. Honestly, they're the family you choose, and that bond is something truly special. It's a connection that goes beyond words. Like romantic relationships come and go. We'll get to that later. But true friends are there through thick and thin. They're the ones who stand by you when everything else falls apart. They're the ones who pick you up when you're down, celebrate your wins like they're their own, and remind you of your worth when you forget. They are your biggest cheerleaders and your most honest critics. Seriously, cherish those friendships, people. They are the real soulmates who make life richer and more meaningful. Okay, let's talk about heartbreak. It's the worst, right? That gut-wrenching feeling when someone you care about leaves, or when a friendship you thought would last forever suddenly ends. Dolly gets real about the pain and confusion of breakups. Whether it's a romantic relationship or even just a friendship that falls apart, it's like your world is turned upside down and nothing makes sense anymore. And we've all been there, we've all felt that sting, that emptiness, and that overwhelming sense of loss. That feeling of rejection, like you're not good enough. It's the absolute worst. It can make you question everything about yourself. But here's the thing I've learned, and Dolly talks about this too. Heartbreak is an opportunity for growth. It's a chance to dig deep and understand yourself better. It's a chance to reflect on what went wrong, what you want in the future, and most importantly, to learn to love yourself even more. It's about finding strength in your solitude, because at the end of the day, the relationship you have with yourself is the most important one. It's the foundation for all other relationships in your life. It's about learning to be okay on your own, embracing your flaws, and realizing that your worth doesn't depend on someone else's validation. It's about building a life that you love even when you're alone. It's a journey, not a destination, but trust me, it's worth it. Every step you take towards self-love is a step towards a happier, more fulfilling life. Okay, can we talk about how confusing your 20s are? It's like you're thrown into this whirlwind of expectations and responsibilities. Like one minute you're trying to figure out what you want to do with your life, and the next you're overwhelmed by the sheer number of choices and decisions you have to make. You're drowning in student loan debt, wondering if you'll ever be able to afford rent and avocado toast at the same time. It's a constant balancing act. Dolly perfectly captures that feeling of being lost in your 20s, of navigating through uncharted waters without a map, of not having all the answers and constantly questioning if you're on the right path. And honestly, that's so reassuring. It's comforting to know that it's okay to feel uncertain and to seek support from friends. It's okay to not have it all figured out, to make mistakes and to laugh at yourself along the way and to constantly be evolving. Your 20s are a time for self-discovery and growth. Your 20s are a time for exploration, for trying new things, and for pushing your boundaries, and for figuring out who you are and what you want out of life. It's messy and chaotic, filled with trial and error. And sometimes you just want to crawl into bed and hide from the world, overwhelmed by the chaos. But it's also exciting and full of possibilities. Every day is a new adventure waiting to unfold. So if you're in your 20s and feeling lost, remember that it's a shared experience. Just know that you're not alone. We're all navigating this unpredictable journey together. We're all in this hot mess together, finding our way one step at a time. So yeah, everything I know about love is definitely worth a read. It's funny, relatable, and will make you feel all the feels. Let me know in the comments if you've read it and what your biggest takeaways were. And hey, while you're at it, tell me about your experiences with love, friendship, and just trying to navigate this crazy thing called life. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this.